You might remember Robert Bailey from his appearance in BTE's Jeff-recommended production of Outside Mullinger. Starting September 6th, he will be starring in this season's bubbly farce, The Ding Dong, or How the French Kiss. Welcome, Robert.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Good to have you here. So, Robert, some of our audience may not know, by day, you are an attorney.
That's right.
And by night, you are the actor.
Exactly. I juggle both, which can have its challenges, but has been rewarding overall for me.
Oh, I bet. How fun. I think that it's awesome that you have this other side.
Well, the theater came first, and then I went back and got my law degree about 17 years ago.
Okay. So, how does your law degree help you in this show?
I thought you were going to go the other way.
I'm kidding.
But no.
Well, how does the theater help you as a lawyer?
Well, theater does help a lot in law because so much of, especially in trial work, you know, the opening and closing arguments. You're in law school anyway. Most of my classmates were terrified of having to stand up and deliver those sort of opening and closings. Yes, but you know, for me, I was like, okay, I can write it and star in it and direct it. It's fantastic.
Awesome. So tell us about the Ding Dong. This is a premiere here in Chicago, right?
It's a Chicago premiere. It's an adaptation of a French play by Feydeau. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Le Ding Dong, or How the French Kiss. And it centers on one married couple, Lucy and Charles. And they appear to be very happily married, but Lucy is very, she's highly regarded in Paris by the other men. And she has quite a few suitors. In fact, the show opens with one of those men trying to force his way into her home so he can convince her to go to bed with him. But she's pled that she will be faithful to her husband unless she was to find out that he had been unfaithful to her. And then she would be the first to go out and seek revenge. So that kind of gives you the premise, but you run across all sorts of other types of characters. I end up kind of playing, sorry about that, the villain of the piece, as much as there is a villain. One of her suitors who's convinced that she should be his lover, and then a kind of a brusque Hungarian businessman who does business with her husband, but who's married to an Italian woman who may or may not be fooling around with her husband. And then there's a country doctor and his wife in the second half that are all kind of, there's one hotel room that all these characters sort of funnel through. And the changing back and forth is really exciting. It's challenging to have to switch back and forth between characters in such short time frame.
How many changes do you have?
Well, I have 3 different characters, but they will jump back and forth. So in the first act, it gets very controlled. But the second act, this playwright, I think, intentionally, because the script itself could be cast with 13 or 18 actors, but he did this adaptation to try and kind of bring
make
out
the madcap
of
of it.
So I think there's a section of the second act where he intentionally set it up so that each of the actors has to appear as each one of his roles within a certain time frame.
Oh, that's
so,
awesome.
and I think the audiences are really going to enjoy the sort of magic of theater that presents, and hopefully you won't see us sweat too much. It's exhausting.
Well, but you know, the game of comedy is a game all the time. There's always
Absolutely.
a game in it. So obviously the audience will be in on this game of the switching back and forth. Now you switch, now you switch, now you switch. So it sounds really fun.
It has been a lot of fun. We crack ourselves up in rehearsals, and the stage manager is often making noise. We've got to who is laughing out there? So
That's fun.
It's fun.
Good for you. So now what other challenges does this show present in terms of challenges as an actor? So you have a lot of changes, you have all of that. Is there fighting, you said, in the show?
Yes, there's a lot of fighting, but it's a farce, so it's all sort of funny fighting. So we have a fight choreographer who's come in to help us out. I think there's one character who throws maybe 5 or 6 different punches at different people. So really, that's never been my strong point. I'm not a particularly coordinated person, so it's been a challenge. But we've done it before in other shows, but this one is really heavy in the stage.
In the stage combat.
Madcap violence, yes, I guess.
So now the show opens September.
Well, we preview September 6th, and then opening night is September 7th.
And it runs all the way through September into
Yes,
October, so people have plenty of time to see the show.
Plenty of time to see it.
Thank you so much for coming on the show,
Thank
Robert.
you so much for having me.
I wish you the best of luck. Break a leg.
Thanks, Diana.
Buffalo Theatre Ensemble's production of The Ding Dong, or How the French Kiss, runs through October 7th in the Playhouse Theater. For tickets, visit atthemac.org or call 630-942-4000. Stop by the MAC for one of our great college music concerts, like the Student Ensemble Concert on October 11th, the DuPage Community Band on October 15th, and the Faculty Recital on October 18th. For more information, please visit atthemac.org.